Hey, it's Beata
and Sarah
from BA English Coaching, and welcome to our lesson. Today it is all about
the Tower of London.
why did we decide to go for this? There are three reasons. First, because it is the most, or one of the most visited
Big Ben,
attractions in London.
Big Ben, Houses of Parliament, Tower of London.
Secondly, because the Tower of London is going to play a big part in the celebrations
of the Queen's Jubilee later this year.
Thirdly, because it's connected with the symbol of the crown.
Yeah.
And I can also say here that I have written a book that has something to do with the crown. So I have become more interested in the history of England. And it's just a fascinating history. And there are many mysteries that are still surrounding the tower. And there, as always, the lesson is interactive. We would like you to pause the video and take action. Secondly, you will hear Sarah read some text, and we would like you to repeat after her so you can work on your pronunciation, intonation, expression, speed. Thirdly, it happens to all of us, native and non-native speakers. When you have an authentic text, you will come across words you do not understand.
Yeah.
What we are doing today is we are going to give you texts, but we have
disguised
some of the words. We have come up with non-sensical words.
Yeah.
And we would like you to think about the meaning. We will give you some tips how to get the words you do not understand, okay, without using the dictionary. So there are some legends which are still associated with the tower. And the first one is to do with the ravens.
Yes. There have always been 6 ravens at the tower. If the ravens ever leave, the kingdom will fall.
The tower has always served 3 purposes: palace, prison,
fortress.
So, yes, we've got a text for you. As you can see, there are 5 words which are in red. They don't make any sense. When you read a text, when you read an authentic text, there are words you see and you have no idea what they mean. So they can be, like this, completely made up, or they can be English words you do not understand. How do you decode these words? If you have a word, you have no idea what it means, how would you approach this?
I would look at the rest of the sentence and probably the sentence that follows and see if I can work out what word would make sense in that sentence in that place. You've got to look at what's around that word.
Exactly. So look at the whole sentence, think about the meaning, the context, plus have a look around the word. Do you need a noun? Do you need an adjective? Do you need a verb? So what kind of word are you looking for? And then try to come up with some answers. First of all, as always, read the whole text first to get the general idea. And then, as we have just said, pause the video and try to come up with the meaning of these words. Just have a go. Come up with some words, with some ideas. Sarah is going to read the words, the whole text now, so you can check if your words match with what we've got here.
The Tower of London is officially known as Her Majesty's Royal Palace, a secure fortress and infamous prison. It was founded by William the Conqueror, William I, who reigned between 1066 to 1087, after his invasion of England in 1066. He needed a castle to take control of the city of London and to protect himself from attacks. The most widely known purpose of the tower was as a prison that held several prisoners. mostly royal or aristocratic. For example, Anne Boleyn, who failed to give Henry VIII a son and paid with her life. Ravens, due to their scavenging habits, have long been associated with gallows, gibbets, and places of execution. Legends claim that a particularly horrible function of the tower may have attracted them, because the birds were said to pluck out the eyes of the newly executed. Legends say that the kingdom and the Tower of London will fall if the 6 ravens ever leave the fortress. The names of the tower ravens today are Jubilee, Harris, Grip, Rocky, Erin, and Poppy.
Yes, interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we know the names of the ravens, which is probably the sweetest bit from this. Number 1, the missing word was
Infamous.
So what does it mean?
If you take away in, the word is famous, which is partly what it means.
Yes, but the pronunciation is different.
Infamous is a bad way of being famous. Scavenging means like ravens and vultures who eat off corpses, carcasses, and you see hawks and birds like that in England off any animal that's been killed at the side of the road.
Gallows.
That is where, unfortunately, people go to be hanged.
Gibbets.
That is where the dead body, this is very gruesome, are displayed to the public, hung up, usually on the bridges in London and so on, if not the whole body, then their heads. And the gibbet is where the people see, this is what happens if you do whatever it is that got this person executed. It's a warning.
Number 5.
Pluck out, take out, pull out.
These are the words you may not necessarily use in your active vocabulary, but you will see them and you will know what I mean, or you will get the meaning from the context. That's all you need. You don't need to worry, oh, I need to remember this. Not necessarily.
It's an example of how you can make sense of words by looking at what's around.
We've got another text for you, and it's all about as we said at the beginning, it's all about the crown jewels. Again, please read the whole text first, just to get the general idea, and then pause the video and try to come up with the 3 missing words.
Kings and queens of England have stored crowns, armour, and other items of their ceremonial regalia at the Tower of London for over 600 years. The crown jewels are the most powerful symbols of the British monarchy and hold deep religious and cultural significance. They are under armed guard in the Jewel House. The imperial state crown is used by the Queen for important national ceremonies, and many objects are set with precious stones, which include the first Star of Africa diamond, the largest first-class cut gem in the world. The Yeomen Warders have been guarding the Tower of London for over 500 years. They were, and still are, officially the monarch's personal bodyguards. Henry VIII granted the warders the right to wear the glorious red uniform.
Number 6.
Regalia.
To be honest, I didn't know the meaning of this. I had to ask Sarah, and I was like, you know what? I kind of think what it means. It happens to non-native, to native speakers. There are words we don't understand. So it means?
Well, it's sort of like uniform, ceremonial uniform, but uniform when it is very overblown. It's the whole crown thing, and
Number 7.
And the word was armed, which means holding arms, which means weapons.
And number 8.
Gem.
Yes, we used diamond, and then we wanted you to come up with a word that is a synonym to diamond.
Yeah.
And that was the gem.
Jewels, yeah.
If you ever go to London,
Yeah.
if you go to the Tower of London,
Yeah.
you will see them.
Yeah.
Because they have been
Tourist guides.
Yes.
They're now tourist guides.
Yes, they have been guiding the tours for like 400 years apparently.
All right.
They always wear the same uniform.
Yep.
you will notice one thing, as I have. All of them are,
A retirement age.
yes, you will never see any who are young. Why?
I hope we're right on this. Generally, I think they are recruited from the services. They are ex-servicemen.
But they wear this absolutely beautiful uniform, costume.
Yeah, costume. Actually, that's a good word for regalia.
Yes.
Costume. Yeah.
And just go. And the last bit is about
yeah.
Sarah likes this story.